Karma. How you doing today, buddy? My iPhone Karma. Great to learn some interesting things I can try to do with language. Crazy mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on C language. Wait, chat is still from the horizontal orientation. Very weird about the C language as of late. So, you know how there's a thing called pointers, right? How they work. I find them completely useless. And let me explain why. So, a pointer is something that could be defined as pointing to a memory of an integer, or something, a value. Let's say age is 30. Right, we're good so far, right? So my tracking is absolute dog hair. So here's connect first. Yes, I will select my phone at this time. There we go. A lot better tracking. Oh, that's a lot better. Wait, no, Wi-Fi being stupid. Alright. So, what am I creating here today? I am studying a language called C, which is a predecessor to almost all the languages except for assembly. So you can think of assembly being greater than anything. I'm going to dump black all over this. And I love it. That's stupid. You would think I had a toolbar with me. That's stupid. Okay. So, I'm working on numbers. how numbers would work is I would have to define what my numerical system would be. So binary are just zeros and ones. So anytime I move a digit towards the left, it increases by it. Like, for example, this here is, I think, so this would be 9, or this is 15. So for each digit here, I have to increase the base for every number that I have. So I gotta count each of these spaces. What I want to do is I want to make all this string interval. So I need to make a system for each numbers. So I'm going to say bin for binary. I'm going to have two characters. R, which are for characters. That is going to be 0 and 1. Oh, yeah. 2 is 16. Yeah. Then it'd be 8. Dig the digit, so it'd be 10. I wonder if I can use the keyword let. But I don't think it's really C specific. A let is character thing, so we're going to be doing everything by hand. What we're going to do is set have our characters. Yep, it is C. Also, still playing. Hi, how you doing? And okay, yes, it is C. It is a while since I've actually programmed in C, so I'm learning how to do it. Normally, I would just use void, but the computer would yell at me and say, "Oh, you must have a digit to return because it's an int." Oh, yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, the music is quite high. I gotta figure out the right. Gotta figure out the right. How about now? Is it a little bit more audible? Or at least good enough for background? Okay, cool. That works a lot better. I am sorry about the ears. Yes, I am working on C. I figured I can break away from JavaScript curses for right now and start developing on from there. Oh, what did you finish? Also, I want. Oh, you finished Hell. Welcome back. Are you not Jesus Christ? I'm kidding. Celeste. I'm thinking of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Light Sworn card with the name of Celeste. You're gonna have to give me a crash course on who Celeste is. Oh, I never played that game, I think. Tell me a bit about it. Also, I just want to throw int up there. No, I don't want it spaced like that. 6. There used to be a setting down here somewhere. A platformer, incredible game, great story, pretty hard, aesthetically pleasing, indie as well. I do like my indie. Yes, we all do like our indie games. Oh. I bet you it's also not an easy piece of cake. Probably Dark Souls kind of level. Yeah. Felt like my head was being buzzed off by the border there. Re-indent file. Code formatter, C language server. How do I change that? Cheeky chaps free called farewell. Does that mean your character dies? Hi, Lucy. I like your tugging. Yeah, you tug. Ugh. Ugh. You tug. It can't be that bad, yeah. It can never be that bad. But it will always be worse. I don't want diffing. I don't like this language spacing. It's awful. Ugh. Anytime I see a 2 space, it makes me want to vomit. I want my different languages to not... Can I disable that somewhere? Replit? Yes, that is my dog. She wants attention. Yeah, she does. Ah! Oh my gosh. Ugh! That is a lot of hours. I mean, yeah, you gotta space out. Ugh! I don't expect anybody to play as a marathon, see. Unless you're one of those speedrunners. You can send it to me by Twitter or however you're gonna reach me. Shit, the girl. Ugh. I hate this layout. Can I just borrow W3 schools instead? They're more friendly than this. Yeah, we've had somebody that loves to yeah, Whispers will probably be a little bit easier for me to read. If not, you can reach me on my Twitter handle. Yeah, we've always had those, hey, watch me on stream, boo, with the space between the dot. It's like, I know what you're doing, but you probably can. Schools. Learn. See. Sorry for those getting flashbanged. You're welcome. I'm just going to borrow this page for right now. Actually, try it yourself. Exit that. I'm going to dark mode this. Ew, still, 2 space. Just, no. Replit. Change language. Prettier. Settings in the tools section. Default font size normal. Accept suggestions on commit character. Auto close brackets. Indentation. Character used for indenting lines. Tab. No, I guess space. Wrapping. Yeah, it's a little bit better. What if find file tree, get showbell, VS Code dark, yes. I want to change language support. I want language support being JavaScript. It's horrible looking like this. Ah! Apparently, it's only frickin' how? I hate this. Anyway, I get that annoyances off to the side. I am going for it's next. No, I don't need that. I am going to int bin length ox length digital length x length. Yes, that is correct. Defining numerical systems. Okay. Whenever I have time, I will go ahead and pop up the whisper and I'll look into it. Alright, so we have to find what our letters are, what our numbers are, what they mean. Now we need to figure out how our maths are going to work, because we're making this a mathematical calculator of some kind. So we want to interpret what we're making. So we're going to close that. We don't need that. Yeah, I gotta double check. But yeah, so every one of these is a step towards a base. And I love the mathematicians that are probably going to be watching from either this stream or onto the video. I'm not sure, but we'll go for this. So when we collect a size, we are counting the base exponential to right to left. Ow. Digit placement. And then multiply here. And the multiplier is 0 to base minus 1. Lucy, lay down. So, now that we got everything down so far, so we're trying to determine how far a digit is and what its placement value is towards the base of its number. So, for example, if I want to know what this is, I would count how far it is minus 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then minus 1, so it'd be 3. And it's a numerical system of zeros and ones, so it's a base of 2. And is it a 1 or is it a 0? So it'd be 1. So 2, 4, and 8. Because 2 times 2 times 2. Thank you. Been a mathematic learning experience today, because this is about what we're going to be doing with how we're calculating stuff. So we need something that first reflects the digits. So we're going to be interpreting a number of some kind. I also need to make an int up here. And we're going to be counting from 0. So int, and we're going to have I for 0. So we're going to have a while loop here. I is going to be incremented up to the point of bin length. So we're going to start with the binary system because it's very easy to understand. If it's there, we can add it. If not, we don't. So we want something to interpret, for example. No. Char with an undetermined size. We are going to... Hey, Venti Barbitos. Editor? Mean like my shorts editor? Like, are you my partner in crime in terms of No, I'm trying to know. Like, are you editor senpai? Oh, or at least that's how you go by. Also, I have dog. It makes the grapes. Oh, that other editor. Yeah, I remember you now. Sorry, I had like 2 editors. One is the ones that help me make my shorts, and they're okay, and the other one is you. Come on, who does the grapes? Like someone else I know. Yeah. I'm sorry. It also it wasn't very long ago either. It's like what, 3, 4 days ago. All right, Lucina, lay down. Nice. And I am trying to wrap my brain as to how I want to program. Actually, let's control plus this a little bit more so y'all can actually read what I'm scripting. If line matters to you, there it is. Parse. Because we want to parse what we're making here. So 1, 0, 1. We need to understand what this means. So if we're using a binary... Oh, really? Well, it's nice of you to be dedicated. I just haven't been doing a whole lot of daily stuff. Whether it's from working or what have you. I'm a unfortunately busy guy. So my goal here is to work from left to right. So I need to know the size of this character. So we need to go check string size C. String length. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to store the int. You're on pity 74. Oh yeah. What are you trying to get? Solali or Moika? Yeah. Alright, so we need to in placement. And that's going to be string length. Parse. And that's going to be -1. String length is... Oh, string H. So we're going to get our power here. Number. If placement equals 0, then we want to return just the base. So we need to interpret what the string represents. How we're going to do that? Welcome back. So I am formulating this in real time. I didn't really have time to script this down. It's like, oh yeah, I know exactly what to do from point A to point B. So you're going to see me struggle. That's right. I am doing this raw dogging. I'm doing it all just full out raw. Enough to where Gordon Ramsay is going to come through that door and say, that's freaking raw. Better cook it. I can hear Nemo singing in the sea. So this is also a bit of a brain teaser for me too, because I need to learn how C works and how to work with it. Because C is a compiler language. It's not an interpreter. So it has a different set of rules than JavaScript does, because everything's interpreted. Plus, I hate the indentation system. It sucks. So I just need to know if... Oh, what's the joke? I don't need Hello World anyway. He goes everywhere. He may go here. He may there. He may go above or below. He's everywhere. So I need to determine... Yeah, the 0 is in front. So Z needs to come back here. Oh, am I... I still maintain that reputation. It's very easy to pick up on that. Don't want to go out with a bang. What should we do? Why is a vampire always sick? He doesn't get enough vitamin C? You're fine, sweetie. You're fine. You're a good girl. Yeah. You're smelly butt. I'll let you have your ducky. Oh, yeah. Because they're always coughing. Lucy, hush. I know. Talking back at me, are you? Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah. Yeah, you are. Talking back and working. Yeah. No, you're not cringe. I like cringe. Right, so Z is the very last place. It's actually... What, the barking? That is my dog. Yeah. Spoiled rotten. Yeah, you. What do you mean, my voice? Yeah, you. You're spoiled rotten. Yeah, you. Yeah, so, I need a... What? Nani? Nani does this shit? Out the door. So I need to determine... Right. I need to determine a for loop. That's correct. So for loop. int j is 0. And then we need to determine in what placement is parse. This works out like JavaScript does, I may have to push it back a little bit more. So I'm going to say for var I is 0, I plus plus is less than 10, console log. Sweetie. Yeah, so it does start off with 1. Luhuran Papikarini Papa Kasalan Palalamunin? What are those words? Okay. Enjoy your new event. So I definitely need to move this back by 1 if I were to start in an array. Okay. Then I need to match if parse placement is equal to Benji. And if we do, is this valid? Does not equal? Not equal. Okay, so yeah, I did that right. We want to continue. So we need to interpret what the value is. So j times bin length. Ugh. Ugh. Probably helps if I just write this down. Ugh. My girl is bothering me right now. She does not want to stop tugging toys. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Ugh. The grunting is how hard she has to tug the toy out of my hand. It's basically a deflated ducky. Yeah. Ugh. A deflated ducky. Yeah, she is a very big and strong girl. Ugh. Spoiled brat. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Spoiled brat. Yeah, always wanted daddy's attention. Yeah. Smelly butt. I don't like it how you call me a smelly butt, Dad. I'm gonna close that out. Okay, what am I doing here? I'm not finding anything until I find a proper digit. Hush. Ugh. I know in JavaScript I can insert a quote, a string, and access the property that way. In C, however, you can't do that with structs. Structs. C. Ugh. Yeah, you. Hush. Yeah, you. Grr. Lizzie. Yeah. Aye. Boy. That's what I get for having a dog! I'm not having any internet? Come on. Heaven's Gate as a title? That's interesting as hell. Nope. Stick back to my metal. Hush. Ugh. You are silly. You are. Oh, that was not an easy fetch. Get it. Go get it. Get it. Anyway, that was a bit... Okay. So, I need to determine how I need to write this. Because I feel like I'm confusing myself more by the day about how I want to program it. So, we need to interpret what this value is. If it's a 0 or if it's a 1. And then multiply it by this base. Oh, right. So we need to determine if I need to move in. Need to move this up. So we're gonna X this out. Put that up here. because parse does not exist until I define it on top. There we go. Okay. So I need to determine if j is equal to 0. And we're going to break it. Because we have nothing to... we have nothing to gain from this. If it doesn't, however, we want to add that score. We're going to convert this into a digital system. So, let's say int score. Total is equal to 0. So we have guard clause out of our way of making sure it doesn't match until it's the correct character. If it is the correct character, we want to make sure it's not 0. If it is, we exit out immediately without solving for it. Because we're going to be using the array to help make that number. What? What is it telling me that? Shift 1 placement? What is that? So total. So plus equal to j times bin length. And we're going to raise it to placement. That will tell us if we need to add or subtract. Well, add really. And then now we can say placement. Placement minus minus and less than 0. Right? So I should now get a printf. Print d total. So if I were to run this now, 0. That should not be 0. So placement has to go back down. And for every time it has to read, string the parse. Oh, it's placement. Oh, it's fudge. Yeah, placement is the outsidemost digit. Bin is basically defining what character it is. If j is not 0, j is not 0, because if it is, it's just going to skip over it. So we're just going to bring that back up. Run. Still nothing. Why? Why you no work? Because j plus would be 0. Then 0 would be 0. Parse placement. Let's see. I need to know what parse placement is. Printf. We're going to say C for car. And we are to parse placement. That should make sense. Now I should be able to see what we're looping over every time. What? Total is index D for digit, N, digit Z. So we are going to have J. Right? J. J is the iterable factor that we need to know. Index 1, 2. I'm doing something wrong. I can't. I don't know. So I got I, which we need to increase by. I don't need I if I'm counting down from placement. Which really, I could say I is -1 up here, so I could save that. And then turn this to a while loop. And J needs to be defined up here. Okay. 2 while loops now. This is our array length. That's what we need. We need to figure out where is this placed in. J, bin, length, practice placement, and double. What? Int. I can't double multiply? See. Ew, okay. So how do I do exponent multiplication? So am I using this right? Operators. I need to know if I'm doing something right because it feels wrong. Doesn't make any bit of sense. Operators. No, I do not want to save paint. Oh, so it does not have double multiply. Okay. So where's my exponent? Wait. So... So how do you work? Wait, I could just do... Let's go back here, whip up a, there we go. I want to know... Two double shift, 3. 16. The third digit from the left is 16, minus 1. One is 2. 3. So how do I do powers? Exponents. Because I can't repeat the same number twice. Ew. Ew. That means I have to loop over this. That is stupid. That is very weird. Exponent C. Not calculator. C. Why is it so unbearably slow? Don't tell me I have to do something jank. Oh, this hurts my brain a lot. So now I have to do, ew. So I need to create an int for this. And return back to 0. I'm gonna say int wash. This is what your calculators do, by the way. And y'all don't realize this. It's a very complex numerical system processes. So I'm gonna say total wash is going to have exponent equal to j. I'm gonna say wash is gonna be 1. Huh. See, this is what I said. This is challenging. I gotta figure out how I'm working my brain on this. So we need to go from right to left. Or left to right in this case. And we want to know how big that number is. So that's a 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. So I need to determine how big that number is in placement. So wash is going to be, yeah. I'm going to be 4. Yeah, there we go. For int I is 0. I don't like that suggestion yet. I need placement size. That's what I need. I need placement size. I is less than placement. And then wash is going to be multiplied by 2 is equal, multiply up to, there we go. Oh, I need to have that right there. Then we're going to go for wash is equal to J. Then total is going to plus equal to wash, and then wash is going back to 0. And then we're going to break. Okay, now my mind is working. So, what I'm doing here is, if I found any character that matches with either a 0 or 1 in that place, I will check to see if the index of that number right here is either a 0 or a 1. If it's a 0, I just skip it outright and I will do nothing with it. If it is a number that is not a 0 number, then I can start multiplying by 2, multiplying by 2, multiplying by 2 until I get to the correct, I'm going to say, bin length. Because that is our base. Our base is 2. So, please tell me this is right now. 0, 0, 1, 1, no. Nada. Okay. So parse is a string. And we need to get the character number for that. So what is parse? Placement. To run that to, oh, it never went down. Placement 2 is a negative number. Oh. Say X. Paste. Save. So this is the hidden number. So this is index is not going to be really that is power. How big that number is from the leftmost digit. It is 2. It's not 3. That is strange. Say 0. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay. Now it works. On the third digit, we got the 1. On the second digit, we got the 0. On the first digit, we got 0. On the 0 power, we need to figure out this. Total is not 1. This here makes more sense, though. Because I was trying to get the whole determination between a base number and its exponential. This is its exponential because it has to go over and over and over and over again until it gets that high. So wash is something that's temporary. Wait a minute. Heh, heh. See, this is interesting to me. It's because of the whole, we do a reference borrow. Let's see. What is one? Doesn't do exactly what I wanted to do. Why? Zero? Doesn't make it any better. So we're counting down from placement from left to right. Power 3, 2, 1, and 0 is correct. But yeah, that should, like, inner loop every time. So let's say print F. Print F. I want to see if C and at C it parse placement, yes. Bin J. And then parse placement. One, 0. That should be true. Wait, so what is 0 then? Oh, my head hurts. So I need to determine if something matches. Double shift number. I don't understand it. 0 to 0, it should be there. First letter. second letter. It just skips over that entirely. Why? I guess 4 would be a better case. Int j is 0. I can eliminate j from up there. Say -1. Uh-oh. Yeah, int is equal to -1. That works a lot better. Zero one zero zero 011 110. Yeah, okay. Power digit. Power digit. Why did it repeat itself? Why did it do that? Tricky. I'm gonna say I'm gonna move you down, so X V space, remove that. Okay. 1 and 0. If it matches, it runs. But it does not print my total. If j is, however, equal to 0, then I want wash to equal that. Oh, I've still got nothing. Why? Otherwise, wash is going to be not multiplied by j. It's a non-zero number, so it should not be able to be multiplied. So if j is not a 0 number, it should be able to loop. So I'm going to label this as power loop. And then multiplier by index. And then reset. There is no 1 or 0. Why? What is placement? Power and digit. Power is the third one from the left, or the third index, so it'd be a 1. Where is 1 and 0? I guess I can't have break, huh? And run. Oh, I'm having a headache. That's great. Placement and parse placement. That's correct. It's only when I get to the first digit and second digit. Outer loop. Inner loop. Truth loop. Am I running out of space or power here? I don't get it. Well, it'll be 0 if I can't use 0, right? So how do I imagine this in JavaScript, I guess? That's probably going to be the real questions. How do I imagine this in JavaScript? File index.js. I'm going to say let binary 0, 1 oct is, yeah. ALP for alphabet. Z would be moved to the left-hand side because it's the biggest letter. Oh. Right there. So what I need to do now is I'm going to set my numbers. We are going to be parsing 1, 0, 1. We need to do I for 0. Actually, no. You know what? That could be my problem. I'm going to say 4. Int placement is equal to string length parse. And I can eliminate that. Still busted. Let's go for while. Parse. I need to do parse length. I is equal to parse length. -1, yes. No, not -1 because weird. Well, I minus 1, I minus minus is less than 0. I'm going to console log, parse I. Copy, just paste it here for right now. Oh. Has already been declared? Where? Change the var by the minute. Okay, so that works. Proof of concept is I need to interpret if I'm making the right digits to post. Okay, so let's start over. I need to clear all this. We're going to determine I is equal to string length parse. Now it's going to be while I minus minus is 0. We're going to delete that for right now. And I want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. So printf and then I want to L for letter, and that letter is going to be a car. So it's going to be a C, N, N. Oh, I'm being silly. So I need to do parse I. Now this should be correct. There we go. Now that's correct. I will leave it alone because I now have my letters. Now I need to have an interpreter. So it's going to be a for loop. Int j is equal, it's going to be equal to 0. J is going to be less than bin length. And then j is going to double up. And now we won't have a 0 because we skipped over it. So we need to check. So we need to do if parse I is equal to bin j. And then we want to break. Three, two, okay. Probably because there's so many print calls. Okay. I'm sorry, sweetie. Daddy's gonna be shuffling around a little bit. Okay. Well, at least I know this is true. I won't need it. So our goal is to interpret, is this correct? If it is correct, we can run with it. Break will be final, so we need to determine the length, how big that array is. So it's I. So that means now we can start doing int wash. It's going to be equal to 0. Int total is going to be equal to 0. Wash is going to be 1. Okay, now I can see where I'm going. So now I'm going to have a for loop. Inside there is going to be int k. Actually, P. P stands for power. Equals -1, because I have to have 0. P plus plus is less than I. And then that's going to be wash is multiplied into bin length. Then wash is going to be multiplied into j. Then total is going to equal wash, the memory and location, so it's going to be a copy. Wash is going to equal 1, and then we shall get our total. Oh. Printf is going to be digit, then total. This could be x. Too many. And yes. Oh. I is pin length. So what is I? Print F digit I. What are you doing? Yeah, free. So it doesn't cycle for some reason. All because I Well, this definitely hurts my brain a little bit. Oh, okay, now we got it working. That's not correct, though. It's not 18. That's what I thought. One should be one. Should not be two. There we go. 0, 1, 1. Should be 13. Yeah, there we go. Now I got it. So if I want to make a function now, I should make a return int. And it's going to take the argument of parse, which is a char string parse. And we're going to take a base, int, base, base L, and then char of undetermined size will have base string. So we're going to squeeze all this back in here so it's a bit more easy to play with. So be int total. It's going to be 0. Wash is going to equal 1. Good. Now we got the ints sorted out. Yes, I know you're expecting to type. And then we're going to copy that, and we're going to put it here. And we're going to delete this. Because now we don't have a total anymore. Because that total's right here. So bin length is the base. So base L. Base straight. And then it's going to be base L. So base L. Wash. And then we're going to return total. So now we're going to converter. And we are going to parse this. 1011. Bin and bin length. Implicit declaration of function converters. What do you mean? I can't declare that? I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, here is the dirty copy. I'm trying not to do a dirty copy. Maybe plus. No. There we go. Something for a little bit more readability for the audience. That should not be 17. That should be 13. Should be 1. That should be 2. That's not 5. Should not be 5. want to know if j is not equal to 0, then I could do that. No, it's still 5. I don't get this. I really don't. Continue if no match. Add a total if j is non-zero. So whatever the number matched up with j, it should be of non-zero. Base length minus 1? Or is it I minus 1? But how would that be 5? Which means if I is actually 0, it'll just wash this out and it won't add to the total. Print F, what is P? It's D for digit and N? It only does it once. And then what is wash? washes too. But how? Say X, paste, run. There we go, that's what I thought. I messed up. I should have added 1 there. Not 0, because that would mean implies that there's an extra digit. So now if I add these two, it should be 13. Or 9. Or this will mean 13. What? That's not 8. That is not 8. How is that 9? How is that 9? Okay, what am I missing here? So printf. What is wash? Or 221. That 4 should not be double. That should be 5. That should be 3. It's not. That's not 7. It was working not so long ago. Why is it not working now? I wonder, this should be outside for wash. Because I had to get the power number for that. Yeah. Ah. I'm going to say 1. That's double, so I minus 1? No, that still does the same thing. 10 base system. I don't think I'm doing this right. Yeah, I need to have something push up to that. Wash will push up to the digit high. So if 1 times 10 times 10 again should be 100. I'm not sure, this is really tricky. Because I'm counting how high it is from string length, and it's on the very left side. So it'd be the second tenths place. Print F. Let's see what character is J. Nine and 1. Why are we starting with the 9 first? We're counting down, not counting up. Why not? When I is plus plus is equal to or less than string length of parse. That should not happen. These two are right. That's not how I do that. How did I figure out 19 though? Okay. Let's try this out. So, if I do this, I'm just going to extract all this out. Put it right here. It's a learning experience so far, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream for right now. It's a lot of things I still gotta learn, but thank you guys for sticking around. I may play a little bit of a different game later on today, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I'm going to grab myself some breakfast and take care of Doug, and then I'll be right back.